The reason why I'm here today is because I have invested myself on the side, a couple $1,000s in ETFs, obviously 401k at my company, Roth IRA as well. With kind of the current climate that the world is in, I'm not confident that this will be enough to provide for me, my older self, and even my family and my grandchildren, like moving forward. And what you teach at Real Estate Skills is, real estate is the most reliable way to create wealth. And I see just so many people who, start in my position from nothing and are able to get these, one, ends meet, and two, create wealth for the future. So my first question would be why do you recommend real estate?
So number one, there's not too many industries that you can work in and make an active income and then reinvest your money back into that industry and make a passive income. So with wholesaling real estate and flipping real estate as well, you can make an active income. Day to day, you can be finding deals, putting deals under contract, wholesaling a house, making quick capital, fixing and flipping a house, making a larger profit. And now you're understanding what's a good deal, what's a bad deal. Now you can invest into buy and hold deals, rental properties that bring you passive income. So all the groundwork that you're laying down, all your day to day that you're doing is actually not only compounding your wealth, it's compounding your learning. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Right? If you have a regular job that's not in the real estate industry and you work there hard, like most Americans, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, you're not able to learn as fast as you can as if you spend time in real estate making your money. And that was a decision I made at a young age. On top of that, it's really about buying rental properties that can bring you that passive income. There's also additional tax benefits. The wealthiest people in the world own real estate. One of those reasons is the tax benefits, the depreciation you can get from real estate. We've acquired apartment buildings, office buildings, and we invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into there. Those investments are then write-offs. We can offset that against our income. And there's a lot of people that don't pay any money in taxes because they invest into real estate. So talk about wealth, it's not just about making money, it's about keeping the money that you make. And real estate has those opportunities. And then additionally in real estate too, we're not talking about an asset that you can't drive to and physically see, right? Real estate, you can live in the property if you want to, if it's an investment property. Let's say you have 5 investment properties and you're like, you know what, I wanna live in one. Right. You can do that. If you wanna invest into an ETF, you can't live in your ETF. If you wanna invest into Bitcoin, you can't live in Bitcoin. So it's a real hard asset. Every single person needs a roof over their head. And if we break it down to simple economics as well with real estate, there's a lot more babies being born in the United States and in the world than there are houses being built. So basic economics says, hey, if you have an ever increasing supply, the supply of houses isn't keeping up, that demand's always gonna be growing. So when we talk about real estate being an appreciating asset as well, when you can own it, it grows over time. Well, now you can beat things like inflation, like we see today. There's so many benefits to real estate, and I'd say just the end goal at the end of the day, I think what all of us are looking for, probably you too, is freedom, probably, and financial freedom. And one of the simplest ways to put it on how to achieve that is to have more assets like real estate that bring in passive income to you, that you don't have to work for that money, that doesn't come from your job, doesn't come from your salary, it comes from your investments, and then that passive income on a monthly basis pays for your expenses, pays for your liabilities. That's why real estate can be so great. When we're talking about real estate too, I'm sure you've seen a lot of people with success in real estate, not just us and our team, our clients, but you see a lot of other people having success. It's a proven path where this is not something that we're not saying, hey, become an astronaut and go to the moon. And there's 0.1% of people in the United States have the opportunity to do that. We're talking about an opportunity here that every single person in the United States can actually work towards and achieve. So it is very achievable. And I think that's why it's been so interesting for me. I think it's why it's so interesting for other people. If you're just willing to do the work, you can absolutely make it happen. And
there you have it. And if you want to build a hyper-profitable wholesaling business, then check out my full in-depth training at realestateskills.com/watch. I'll show you how to start closing multiple deals per month with predictability without having to spend $1 on marketing. See you there, and happy wholesaling.